How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Talking Wolves and welcome back to a brand new match preview. Today we are previewing Wolves' home clash up against Liverpool. What a huge game this is going to be under the lights at Molineux. Hope you guys are doing very, very well. Be sure to hit the like button down below, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below ahead of this game. A big thanks, guys, for all the support on the recent videos. Obviously, I try my best to give you all the latest info on transfers and just our general match day experience with the previews and the reviews, and the support you guys are giving us is fantastic, really. You know, for me, I do this as a hobby, and you guys do make it ultra enjoyable. So we are going to be previewing Wolves' home clash up against Liverpool. Liverpool at the moment are looking unbelievable. I was about to say unbeatable, but you could say that they are still unbeaten in the Premier League at the moment. Let's get the league table up. At the time of recording, 22 matches played, 38, plus 38 goal difference, 64 points. An unbelievable record at the moment, conceding just 14 goals throughout the league season so far. Wolves haven't had the best of times against Liverpool historically in the Premier League. And of course, we cast our minds back a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago now, at Anfield when we played them, and it was a story of VAR, and unfortunately it wasn't in Wolves' favour. Both calls correct, obviously, to the letter of the law, but as fans, both of them were very frustrating. Of course, that first goal coming courtesy of Lallana. Was it handball from him? Obviously, the referee thought it was. VAR thought it wasn't, but then you go back a little bit and you saw the Van Dijk thing, which obviously VAR can't really look at. And then the Pedro Neto goal, we thought, you know what, this is going to be huge. And unfortunately, that was also, because of his toenail, was ruled out for offside as well. So, but a very frustrating game for a Wolves fan. But I thought we gave him a really good game. And on another day, we could have got something out of that matchup. So now we fast forward a few weeks. Things have changed quickly for Wolves. It was a high after Manchester City. We sort of went down after that Liverpool-Watford game, went into the sort of Newcastle-Manchester United game, and we shot straight back up now with the game against Southampton. A huge win, coming back from 2 goals down. Momentum should be high for Wolves. Hopefully, you know, even just winning games like that just gives you the energy, a massive burst of energy. And of course, signings look like they're coming in now, with Campana being announced yesterday. It looks like Daniel Dent is on his way, possibly Nelson Oliveira. So things are looking good. People are smiling again in Wolverhampton, and this is a really good opportunity for Wolves really to say, right, we are here now. 8 o'clock kickoff under lights at Molineux. Liverpool fans and pundits in particular know a lot of pundits are predicting Liverpool to drop points in this game, which is almost unheard for them in the league this season. But I think pundits know and can now appreciate how difficult Wolves make it, especially at Molineux, for teams such as, you know, well, anyone in the top 6. And I think only Liverpool and Manchester City have picked up more points against the top 6 than Wolves since the start of last season. One of the stats that I liked that I saw, Wolves are unbeaten in their last 7 home evening kickoffs in the Premier League, which was 7 p.m. or later, winning 5 and drawing 2. And the last loss was against Crystal Palace last January, which ended a little bit of a, well, I think that's tied. Was it? Oh, that was one of our last home losses. We've got a great record at Molineux, especially against the big boys as well. But we're looking at the team news. Wolves, today Nuno said that Diogo Jota and Willy Bolly were back in full training, so we could see those two play a part in tomorrow's game against Liverpool. Bolly is a horrible saying this, but Bolly will be like a brand new signing. I'm not going to say we've missed him as such, but he has been a player that we could have done with, and a player that would have really shored up our defence at times, but we haven't had a disastrous season without him. Okay, we have missed him, but the season could have been a lot more disastrous without him. When he got injured, everyone head in hands moment, and we thought, you know what, that's the end of our season, that's us done. But Saïss and Dendoncker, for every mistake they do, they have put in some great performances, and they've done what they've needed to do. All 3 of our centre-backs as such aren't really natural centre-halves. Cody is a central midfielder, Saïss was a, well, central midfielder, and Dendoncker has sort of been playing central midfield as well. So It's not like that is their trade as a centre-back. They are all three are very versatile players. But Wolves have coped very, very well. And at the moment, are in a great position in the league. There's a couple of games to be played tonight in the Premier League. But as it stands, Wolves are still sat in 6th place in the league. And with Chelsea dropping points yesterday, and both Manchester United and Chelsea having a tough run of games coming up as well, we can really start actually putting pressure on the top 4, which is almost unheard of for Wolverhampton Wanderers. But that would be huge for us as a club. And I think if we can start winning games, not just because it's against Liverpool, but if we can start picking up points against Liverpool, against Leicester, and against Manchester United in those games coming up, I think that will we need to just start now creating a gap between us and the rest of the top half of the table and the rest of the Premier League, just to give us a little bit of breathing space, especially when the Europa League comes back around. We do need that little bit of breathing space, because when fatigue starts kicking in again, and when you do, inevitably we're not going to win every game. We are going to drop more points, so you do want that breathing space. But if we can get a victory against a team such as Liverpool, who have been immaculate all season. I watched their game against Manchester United in the weekend, and it wasn't their most vintage performance, and you could see how much that goal meant to them when Mohamed Salah scored at the end of the game. But they did have a couple of great chances. Obviously, the second goal was chalked off a VAR with Van Dijk. You can sort of see why it was given, but you wouldn't have been against it being given, and Wijnaldum narrowly offside as well. So they do have that quality just all across the pitch. The front three is frightening at the moment. Mane, Salah and Firmino. The midfield, you've got the commander and Jordan Henderson. Wijnaldum, Fabinho, who I'm not sure is going to play at the moment. But then the back four, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Robertson, Van Dijk as well, who's turning into, or if he isn't already, he's one of the best defenders in the world, and Alisson in goal. They have got quality all over the pitch, Liverpool. But the fact that, I've seen Liverpool fans worry about this game, especially with Bolly and Jota back. I've seen pundits, think about this. It shows, this is a massive load of credit to Wolves, and shows how far we've come as a football club recently. So, I'm going to quickly go over to our friends over at the Kop-ish football channel. They've reached out to us and sent us a little clip with a Liverpool fan's point of view ahead of the game.
How you guys doing? My name is Callum from the LFC fan channel Kop-ish, and first and foremost, thank you to Talking Wolves for having us on for this big game preview. So, Liverpool season so far, where do I begin? Sensational. That's the word that I keep on using, sensational. European Cup winners, World Club Championship winners, champions elect for the Premier League. We're winning everything as it looks. And it's just amazing. We're unbeaten in the Premiership, 23, 22 games. Guys, sensational. Couldn't be happier to be a Liverpool fan right now. Am I shocked by the lead we have at the top of the table? Yes, I am. And I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. At the beginning of the season, I predicted us to finish second or third behind Man City. I just thought, because we didn't really add anything in the summer, and Man City did add in the summer, I just thought they'd be too strong again. But nothing like being proved wrong. Nothing like being proved wrong when something like this happens. So I am pleasantly surprised, and long may this lead continue. Hopefully it grows as well. So more than happy with the lead, but very surprised, yes. So who do I think the main danger men are for Wolverhampton Wanderers? So for me, the obvious choices are Adama Traore. Pace for days. He's much more confident as a player. He can go both ways now, so he can shoot with his left, he can shoot with his right. His final ball, which has always been a criticism of his, is now fully improved. I still don't think he's the finished article, but on his day, he's literally unplayable. Pace, strength, power, shooting, crossing. When he puts it all together, he's one of the best wingers in the league. Another player who I think is going to be a threat is Neto. I mean, he did actually score at Anfield and it was ruled offside by VAR. I know what you're thinking, Liverpool, but his toenail was offside. You know how it goes with VAR. I don't need to go on about it. Neto seems really good, really composed for his age, quick, speedy, nimble, good on the ball. So those are your two main threats. And obviously, Raul Jimenez, great striker. You've got a great team. So those are the main three though. My score prediction for this game. So I think Liverpool will edge it. I do think we'll win the game 2-1. So that's 2-1. I think we'll score 2 first, so I think we'll go 2-0 up and then you'll claw one back and then it'll be a nervy end to the game. But I do think we'll just win it. It's going to be, in my opinion, our toughest game so far this season. But I think we'll do it. So all remains to be seen now. All that has to be left to be done is the two teams to go up against each other. Once again, my name's been Callum from Kop-ish. Thank you again to Talking Wolves for having us on. And until next time, see you soon.
So big thanks to the boys at Kop-ish. I'll leave a link to them in the comment section down below. I've also sent a clip giving my thoughts. Just basically everything that I'm going to be saying in this video, really. But a prediction. Let's go with team line at first. I do think we'll go unchanged. I think Jota and Bolly will start on the bench, but I would be pleasantly surprised if not. But unchanged team, and I'm gonna say Wolves are gonna get a result. Don't think we're gonna get the win. I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw at Molineux under the lights against Liverpool. It's gonna be an interesting game to say the least. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, guys. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and until next time, I'll see you all very, very soon.